Nostalgia.
So are you recording now?
I am now recording, yeah. Why not, right?
And
Nice.
you are on.
Hello, America. I was trying to find Cam Peggy desk is what I used to say. before I knew. This is how I wrote it on the script. Cam Peggy desk. Because I didn't know anything about Japanese back then.
Cam Peggy desk.
It reminds me of those like old World War II booklets that have like the English word pronunciations of Japanese.
Oh, Jesus. Don't tell me that's where Don't Touch My Mustache came from.
Hold on. I'm going to find one.
Yeah, please, sure. Yeah, the whole that video was very ragtag. It was put together last. Do you still have the link handy? You should also share it in the foot lettuce link.
I think I shared it in the Atlanta Music Gamers Discord, right?
Yeah, but this is for the purposes of the podcast, right?
Oh, for the purposes of the podcast. Okay, let me go find it.
In the foot lettuce channel.
Oh wait, you want foot lettuce? Oh, you want it in the foot lettuce channel? I see.
Yeah, that's what
I'm trying to figure out how to. I need to go find it again. I know how to get it really quick, but
I tried asking Anthony if he still had the original video because we tried our hardest to sync up to the original. Like all those things that sound like errors in the recording were actually us imitating Brother Hero and.
Oh, I remember. I remember watching them both side by side.
We weren't just stammering on purpose. Like that's actually what was being said.
There we go. All right. I have to I have to wait through a million Splatoon videos on Andy's channel to find it. But let's see. Where's Burger King foot lettuce?
Oh, the cool thing is I can actually play this with audio. Hold on, let me.
How long ago was this video?
Man, okay, so
man,
the date on the upload is not accurate because it was.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it looks like it's straight off a camcorder with a tape in it.
It was my no. This is worse than that. It was like an old Sony.
It was a mini DV, wasn't it?
It wasn't even. It was an old Sony picture camera. It
was a point and shoot.
Yeah, that could only record it that's why it was so dim. Like in post, I had to brighten the image way bright, so that's why it looks so noisy. I'm gonna play the video right quick just to see if I can capture the audio.
Oh yeah, so the Bemani Fest 2006. It was Bemani Fest 2006 is what what you were aping off of.
So 12 years.
So
12, 13 years.
We are not coming to Boston in July. Tokyo Game Action.
Oh, no.
Music Live. We take Slake with us.
Screw America.
Screw you.
Oh wait, you couldn't find the original video? I found the original video on YouTube earlier today.
Are you serious? Please post that.
Yeah, here we go. Okay. Oh, Andy has it.
Oh, he has it too. Okay, I didn't even check it.
And Andy's the hero that we need that we don't deserve.
Oh god. But yeah, it was an old Sony camera. It still had those rectangular memory cards that. Oh yeah, that's it, man. Awesome.
The ones that they used in the PSP.
Yeah,
it was Pro Duo.
It was even older than that. I think the Duos were smaller. These were. Oh, maybe they were the same card. I don't know.
The Pro Duo, that's the Sony proprietary memory stick that's not an SD card.
Yeah, but these were thin memory sticks and they were kind of light blue. So maybe they were just.
Yeah, those are Pro Duo. They came in all kinds of colors.
Yeah.
But blue is a very common one.
Sony card. Man, I haven't seen this original video in forever. We'll play this for posterity.
And you are on.
Hello, America. This is Mr. T. Oh. I'm Brother Hero. And we are Dreamline Out. We're coming to Boston in July. Tokyo Game Action.
Yeah.
For a music live. So come and see us.
皆さん待っててね。
楽しみにしててください。
Come Peggy this.
Come Peggy desk. So, like the excuse me. Anyway, what I did was I took the audio from the original video and I used it as a backtrack. So in our recording, you might notice that it kind of sounds like Mr. T because I upped the volume really quickly when he said "oh" on our part, and so I also had like the laptop going on, so we were trying to like mirror the laptop video at the same time, which is why we were standing in opposite, like swaps from the original video. It was a real like ridiculous setup, and this was shot in his room. Like I decided to go visit Scott on a whim at his old house, where he's staying with a bunch of friends. And,
before he moved to Portland.
yeah, before he left, and that was we shot that in like 30 minutes. It took us like 6 or 7 tries to get it right because we were like trying to sit in front of the camera, and it was a mess. The whole thing was a mess.
It took you 30 minutes to get that video right?
Yeah, because like we were both like on our knees, and like we were like I had a pillow stuffed up my shirt so I could look a little bit chunkier. It was very interesting. That was probably one of the very first parody, if you can even call it that. I guess it was a parody. It really was a parody, yeah, if you think about it.
Yeah.
It was one of the first times I ever did that.
And again, She Is My Wife took us all damn day.
It really did, yeah.
Dude, how long did it take you to make fucking Golden Cross? That shit looks insane.
Okay, so it was several days of preparation. Yeah. Filming day went a lot smoother than She Is My Wife because we knew what we were doing.
I think She Is My Wife was like our first actual production as a group. And
that was like, watch that video again closely, and you'll see like the sun is in way different positions. Like the sun was setting when we left.
Was it at least like a consistent direction, or did it just go like up and down?
You'll notice that we
I think you tried to film in order, right?
Yeah, the failure, the problem was we didn't, and I've since done it ever since that video. But like I tried to shoot it directly in order, like scene per scene, and so that meant like moving the camera around and doing it in between shots. And then I had my laptop out there, so I was referring to the video as we were recording and stuff. And really, what we should have done, which is what I've done on the other, like I did this on Gamble, and we shot the whole thing. We shot all of Gamble like in 5 hours compared to literally all day. But what we should have done is I should have looked at the video ahead of time and said, okay, I don't know if you noticed, but most Konami videos, like they have long shots, but sometimes they just intersperse footage in between shots. So they might have done like one long cut, and then they do other video and they sort of like splice it in between, so it makes the video look a lot more active or whatever. Like Golden Cross especially. Golden Cross had a lot of shots where it was like a guy moving a piece into place over several seconds, but in between frames they would throw something else in between. So it looked a lot busier than it actually was, but in reality it was just like a shot where they just moved their hand in place or something. And so I didn't do that on the first video, and I was trying to recreate it literally frame by frame in the same timeline that they did, and it literally, we got there, I don't know, what time did we get there, like 10 or something in the morning?
It was before lunch, and we left, sun was setting.
Yeah, it was like after 7:30, 8:30. And that, to put it into perspective, like the only parts that we recorded were like the dancing parts, right? Like that's less than half the video.
Half of the song.
Because all that other B footage, like JT
that was just
later.
Yeah, JT just like drove around in Chicago and just shot like a squirrel and like some other stuff.
So
was he not with you guys when you guys shot this video?
He was with us when we shot like the dancing parts, and then he went back home and he finished editing it and shot the rest.
Yeah, because at the time he was working for, if I remember correctly, he was working for like a Japanese car company, and his job sometimes required him to drive to different dealerships.
Yeah, he would travel a lot with that job. I don't remember exactly what the job was, but he was always traveling.
And so the reason why he was in Georgia was partially because of the job, but also partially because he was visiting his grandmother. So his grandmother lives in Georgia. So we stole him for the weekend. He was there for like 5 days, and I think we spent like 3 of those 5 days with him.
Yeah.
And so
sorry, Grandma, I can't talk to you. I gotta go film this important video.
Yeah. And he brought his whole outfit with him and everything. It was great. But yeah, we picked him up, we shot that, and then we talked about doing Golden Cross because I think we went to we went to a Blockbuster because it was closing. He wanted to buy
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
He wanted to buy some old DVDs. And then I think we went to Zaxby's for dinner, if I remember correctly. I recorded footage.
I don't even remember.
I recorded footage of what we were listening to in my car.
I remember that. I do remember we got back, and that was at my apartment. We were like parked in my apartment's parking lot. Because then we chilled at my apartment, and John Hamm was like playing 2DX, and then Justin's there with his outfit, and they were using his scarf as the towel.
yeah, I forgot about that. That was pretty good.
And John Hamm called it Only One Mod, which was like the best.
yeah, here it is.
I'm pretty sure that's a video that you have on your channel somewhere, right? Yeah, there it is.
So stupid.
Oh, back when I owned an ASC.
Yeah, man. But there was
Oh my god.
This was the teaser video for Golden Cross. Teaser video of sorts, I guess you could call it that.
Oh yeah, that.
That's when we all decided that we were going to do that video next, and a couple of years later we would do it.
That took time though, because like that was like Drew and Kat like making like there were 3 separate shogi boards made out of various materials.
And we did that.
Like
we shot Tommy's parts. Well, if I remember correctly, Tommy was dressed first. So the whole issue was that Justin didn't have a full copy of After Effects yet. He had it like a trial or something.
Oh, he needed to get that done first. Yeah.
So we had to shoot Tommy's like the little 3D parts where Tommy's head is spinning and Drew's face was showing up on the screen and stuff. We shot that like probably a month beforehand, and so it was
ahead of time. Yeah.
It was probably a month, right? Yeah. And I was at Drew's place at that time when they were living in that town.
Oh my god, I just realized that's Tommy. Holy shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I had no idea that was him.
That's him.
Oh yeah, that's Tommy.
You didn't realize that was Tommy in that video the whole time?
No. He always wears his like hat and glasses now.
Yeah.
I was so excited to have him be our dude because he was perfect for the role.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, that's Tommy. Yeah, without his glasses, I could see why you would think you wouldn't recognize that. But so yeah, we had him dress up, and his suit was like way too big for him. I guess he doesn't.
Yeah, I can tell. Look at the sleeves.
And we had him come to Drew's place first, and basically we shot like I splashed his face with water and his hair. I got his hair wet, so he looked like he was sweating. And then we took a camera and we just took a bunch of shots, like a bunch of photos. And then we did the same with Drew, like close-ups of Drew's face. And so then we did all that stuff to him first, including I think we also took pictures of the shogi board because he was going to be doing the animation on the shogi board with the pieces moving around.
Yeah.
So we had to take a top-down photo. So all that stuff was done like way ahead of time. And Bill built the shogi board that was on the DDR machine. And he cut that out. We were at Andy's place when that was going on.
No, that's still at Drew's.
Was it at Drew's?
Yeah, that's the DDR machine. That's like the second DDR machine that Andy owned that he sold to Drew. Because I remember helping to fit it in that stupid fucking townhouse that he owned at the time.
Yeah, that's the DDR machine there. But I'm saying that the creation of that shogi board, I think we were at Andy's when he.
Okay, the creation. Yeah, I think it was like the night before you were at Andy's, and you brought it all over and you filmed it at Drew's.
Yeah, when we were at Garlic Squad, Bill was talking to me. He told me he talked about that, and he was like, "That took so long to make."
He hand wrote all the symbols on all the pieces. And he made the grid, and they were using Andy's table to put it together, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And so it was basically in the video for like a total of 10 or 5 seconds or something, but they put so much effort and work into it. Which I appreciated.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice. The
Bill gave it his all.
Yeah, like we needed something that could easily sit on the DDR machine with tape. Like there was no way we could like tape wooden pieces on there and have it be legible. So that's why we did that, and he insisted on doing it. So which was nice. I think he took it as practice, like Japanese character practice. But yeah, that was fun. And then later on we shot the Golden Cross portion afterwards. A little bit more efficient, but I mean at least it wasn't like nighttime by the time we were done shooting.
No, that one went a lot like smoother.
How many
I was
production?
there. I remember.
Was this like your third or fourth production at this point?
The second.
That was the second. Yeah, we shot. What was it? That
Toshikana was the third one we did. That was when I was renting that house in Norcross.
That one took a long time.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it did.
Part of the reason was because half the thing was shot in the actual garage, and since I was in the video, I wasn't able to direct as well.
Yeah.
I was blind for most of it. I wear glasses normally, so I was blind for it, and I had Bill basically be the director that time. And I mean, it could have been a little bit more quicker. That one took a long time. I think that one took the better part of the whole day.
It took a long time, and then you did all the inside shots in my kitchen area.
Yeah, the kitchen and like your laundry closet, I think, for the sound studio.
The sound studio is not the laundry. It was like this weird. That house was set up real fucking weird. So it was like the area between the kitchen and the garage that we had no clue what the fuck to do with.
My god! Hold on this is JT's channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea that he did the damage per second thing.
Yeah.
That was his girlfriend Serena in a costume.
I saw that video so long ago, and I was like, "This is so long ago for me," but I had no idea that was him.
Yeah, that's him. Serena was trying to get rid of that suit. I think she finally got someone to pick it up though. She's like, "Please take this suit. It's taking up space in my kitchen."
She was like blind in that.
Yeah.
We were talking to him earlier, like afterwards. He's like, "Yeah, she was just blind and like, like she had to just trust me. Yeah, come on, this way. No one's in the way. Keep coming."
Do you guys still do like fun stuff like this, or not so much anymore?
I mean, it's harder, but I would. It's not. I'm not going to rule it out.
I was just curious.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing some more.
I mean, there's the one that I've wanted to do for a while, but
yeah, we were trying to get Enoch and Vincent to do a Guitar Freaks video, but it's I like the concept. It's just a matter of trying to get them together to do it.
Logistics. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I do have one more question. In the background of the Golden Cross video, is that Enoch?
No.
I was about to say, because Enoch would have been like 13 at this point.
In the background of the Golden Cross, so which one?
The girl.
The girl? Oh, that's my wife's ex-husband.
Have you met Ada before?
Have you ever met Ada?
No.
Oh boy, the stories. Okay, so
remember you're being recorded, so.
Yeah, I know. So Ada, when I first met Ada in 2003, Ada was Ryan, and yeah, my wife Amanda, they were engaged at the time, and they got married, and it didn't work out, and Ada transitioned, yada yada. But we're still all friends, and so yeah, that was Ada. That's a short story. I think that's fairly safe summary. I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
She played our. I forget the name of that lady in the video, but she played that character. And what was funny about that is that I think this was the first time that we uploaded it both on Nico Video and on YouTube at the same time.
Yep.
I convinced him to do that. And you know how Nico people can like spam your video with like text and stuff all on top of the video?
Oh yeah.
So like when it came up to Ada's part, like someone drew like a frame using like equal marks and like different shapes and like interspersed it with like heart emojis. like like in love
Yeah.
with her. It was great. Ada really appreciated that when I showed that to her. People were generally pretty nice about it, I think.
I haven't seen Matt in ages, though.
No, Matt was our Yoshitaka. Matt has been a mountain man. I've tried to like convince him to come back to do another video. He's like, yeah, sure, but I don't think he's like super into music games anymore.
Yeah, sure. Whenever I'm not hiking the Appalachian Trail across 5 states.
Oh, you were actually being literal when you said mountain man. I thought you meant he just went around a lot.
No, like he literally was like hiking. Yeah, his most recent thing was he just walked like across 5 states.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just walk some states. I got that kind of time.
Apparently he does.
He was an ITG kid, pretty much, but he was cool with like the Bemani people, basically. And his resemblance to, in my eyes, he looked a lot like Yoshitaka at the time.
And it's like the hair, I guess.
Yeah, his hair, and like the whole demeanor and stuff. And I was like, "You."
Oh, I forgot the Tashkana Mono. That was when my wife refused to ever drive with Cho again.
You should tell that story. It's pretty funny.
So I don't know how familiar you are with the Norcross area.
Where is it, like in relation to like downtown?
Oh, like up 85 just a little bit. Like it's actually more closer to like up Peachtree Industrial a little bit, just outside the perimeter.
So it's like before Duluth?
Yeah, before Duluth.
Okay.
So we lived in what was Norcross and would just become Peachtree Corners. And so we were on we were close to Holcomb Bridge Road, big, Highway 140. It goes a good distance, right? And it's like a multi-lane road, so it's a major road. I guess Cho showed up, and I think if I remember the story correctly, he didn't have an appropriate shirt for his role as Tatch.
What was he wearing?
I don't remember, but he just didn't have anything that resembled it. And we're like, oh, we got to get something. So Amanda, she's all like, hey, I know where some stores are. We can just go and pick you up something real quick. Let's go. And Cho is driving, and she's sort of, just I'll tell you where to go. I heard this all from her after the fact. I wasn't there.
Yeah, that was
in the car.
That was the shirt that almost killed Amanda right there.
Yeah, the shirt that almost killed my wife. So she's like, no. Like at some point they're driving and he missed the turn, and she goes, no, you passed it. You have to, turn around. Okay, the middle of, and it was like almost rush hour. We got a late start on this video. That's why I think you felt it took so long, because it was almost rush hour.
Yeah. So
in the middle of of busy street, multi-lane road, he does a 5-point turnaround.
How much English did Cho speak at this point?
He spoke considerably less. He was still new to America at that point. Like he sort of just tagged along and spoke. If he spoke rarely. Like it wasn't at all.
Yeah, 5-point turn in the middle of Holcomb Bridge Road, like heavy traffic, cars honking at them.
That's actually hilarious. Like, at least he didn't just do like some crazy like regular U-turn and just like pull into the other side.
I guess it would have been quicker, and he would have been out of people's way.
I would like to get the over-under on how many times people honked at him at like 20.
I don't know. Like I heard about that story after the fact, but I know Amanda was a little bit shook.
Yeah, she was.
I would have been freaking out because I'm like a real like, I don't know if you can be like a clean freak when it comes to driving, but that's how I am.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, so I got that shirt at Goodwill, and that's why he's wearing. It's not I think Tatch was wearing just like a regular white shirt, but I think it was close enough and it matched his style. I think he even did his hair. Does it kind of match it? Like that's the thing. Like his hair was fine, but for some reason he neglected to bring a shirt with him.
Yeah,
his hair looks nothing like it does now.
No, it does not. Yeah, and then I think most of the stuff that we were using were like my controllers.
Yeah. I brought my Minicon. You had your Guitar Freaks thing. The drum.
Yeah, you had the Poppin' Minicon. That was yours. I had one Poppin' ASC, I think. Or, I'm sorry, Guitar Freaks ASC. I think Drew had the other Guitar Freaks ASC.
Drew brought his drum kit.
Drew brought his DTX, his DTX set. And then we took an oil. It was like an oil catching pan, and we just like flipped it over and made it the bass drum.
Speaking of controllers, did you buy that like mini Guitar Freaks ASC that was for sale, John?
Oh hell
on
no.
the BST? No.
Oh hell no. That dude said $30. It didn't even have a strap. I'm like, fuck that.
The ukulele freaks.
Yeah, I mean, you can play on them. They're fairly playable, but like, no, man, I'm not spending that much on like a unboxed, like missing parts, Guitar Freaks controller when there's 7 on Yahoo auctions for a boxed complete.
Yeah, I still have mine. Still have both of mine, my ASC and the other one.
I sold almost all of them. I think I did sell all of my CS stuff. No, I still have DDR 5th mix.
DDR 5th for sale with the.
I'll put that one up for sale. I'm done. There's no reason for me to have it.
Yeah, but you don't want that sweet Noria pick inside the manual.
I do have all of gallery mode unlocked on my 5th memory card save.
Well, then you're done. You don't need it anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm done with everything. Yeah, I sold my Guitar Freaks ASC. I mean, when you have an actual Guitar Freaks arcade machine, you don't really need a Guitar Freaks ASC.
Yeah, I mean, no shit. I would sell literally all my controllers if I had any type of arcade machine.
It's so hard to find a clear picture of Noria.
Yeah, her teeth take up too much of the frame.
Ah, shit. The right channel in my headphones just went completely out, and I can't get them working again. It's a bad sign.
That is frustrating.
Yeah, did you try jiggling the handle?
Oh yeah, that's what I used to do to get it to work, and now that's not working.
Yeah, I love to clutch. That album's been on Yahoo auctions for like 3 years.
It's bad. Don't get it. I love Noria, but don't get it. It's not worth it.
I was not interested in getting it. I just do broad searches and I always see it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And then I promptly move on.
Noria was my Bemani crush for a while. It's just those teeth, man.
And the fact that in all the videos, she's the only one who looks like she actually cares about anything.
Yeah, she enjoys being there.
Yeah. Well, okay, from the original group. The new ones, they hadn't been crushed, like all their dreams hadn't been crushed yet. So they looked like they cared a little bit.
She was the youngest, right? When she was first introduced?
I guess she was the youngest of the original 4.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of the cross-eyed one.
Yeah.
And then they brought in 3 new ones.
BeForU next.
Yeah, next.
Whatever happened to those girls?
I don't know.
They're still alive, I guess.
I would hope so.
And how old are they now? Like mid-40s?
Well, I mean, that's what I said, but apparently Noria is actually like 30-something. She's not.
Yeah, she's in her 30s. I think, Noria was like our age.
I thought she was a lot older than what she actually was. She's mid-30s, if anything. Because she was like 18 or 19 in 5th mix or something stupid.
Yeah, something stupid. Yeah, I guess she's a little older than us then, because that was what, 2001?
Yeah, but she's not older than 40 for sure. Because we fact checked.
No, yeah, she's in her 30s. I know Yoma Komatsu. She's in her 40s, and she still has a career singing.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
I don't know what she's done. I mean, she's had like a lot of albums that are far outside of Konami.
Really?
Yeah.
Color me surprised.
Why? She actually was kind of talented. Why are you surprised?
I don't know. She was the long face one, right? With the long nose.
I mean, she was not the cross-eyed one, but she wasn't for you.
Yeah, she's the long nose one.
Okay, sure. If that's how you're gonna call her.
The Peggy knows. So
I've got a very interesting picture in my head because I have never seen a picture of this girl in my life.
Hold on. I'm getting it. Now.
She sang Ever Snow. Come on.
Yeah, I mean she had some good songs, but like, yeah, you can't tell me she doesn't have a horse face.
A little bit.
Okay, it's oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, it's not that bad. Like if she had bangs, it would be very hidden.
Yeah, I mean she's not ugly, like, but
I'm not
she
saying that
definitely
at
has
all.
a very distinct face. And especially when you put her up in a lineup with the other girls, it's clearly that she's the mom and the other girls.
She was way older than the others, yeah.
Like without reason.
I don't really understand how Ryu Kosaka was popular at all.
She's like the most traditionally beautiful Japanese girl in the group, I think. Like she embodies like the Japanese look, I think.
I guess.
And she had a bunch of.
Are you saying that she embodies Yamato Nadeshiko?
Sure. Okay. Take a look at her.
Oh man, come on! You're the other Guitar Freaks guy.
No, I know, but I'm
okay.
I'm also like trying to find an image here. Like very like traditionally Japanese, right there.
I guess, but her singing voice was fucking awful.
Yeah, it was very high pitched. Yes, I know.
It wasn't even just high pitched; it was like grating.
Was it like high pitched by today's standards?
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it's
it
no
wasn't
Prim.
modified. No, yeah, it wasn't like pitch bended, but it was. Okay, so John was specifically talking about this song. Oh, that's the actual. I want the from GFDM. Give me that.
Yeah, that V3.
Come on, man. That's not it. Oh, come on. Failing me, Google.
Well, it's all in Japanese. If you type the Japanese, you'll probably find it pretty quick.
Is that it? No, it's not it. That's it.
Okay, you found it? Because I was about to start looking. That's not it at all.
That's not it at all. It's a different song. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll help you out.
Help a bro out.
Yamato Nadeshiko. Yep, that's it. All right. God, it doesn't help that it's like, an incredibly common phrase.
That's what I'm saying. I was finding the anime. Apparently it's based on an anime.
Okay, here's the Daiki K video. That's all you need. Oh, actually played on Arcade V3. So you know it's good.
I know it's good.
You can go ahead and play that.
Here's the drum chart. But yeah, probably, let's see how far in the song it is.
Oh god, Atsumari Drum Mania. That's a... I mean, you're hearing it right there. Not the chorus, but you're just hearing her awful voice.
Yeah, but the chorus is like the song sample.
Yamato! It's...
Can you guys hear that? What I'm playing?
Not that well.
A little bit.
I don't know. I never found her voice that grating.
Oh god, it bothers me.
I would always sing along to it.
Oh my god, dude! Like 56 seconds in, oh my ears.
It's not that bad.
See?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's bad, but it's not like it's not Prim. Like Prim is bad.
I know it's not, but that shouldn't be a standard that we should be comparing to.
On top of that, the whole point is that she was the one. She was the breakout star of BeForU. She was the one that got like super popular, got her own like solo acts all throughout the Konami stuff. That they latched onto her.
Yeah, she was the.
I guess it was a sign of things to come. High pitched girls for the rest of the time.
She's
it's
definitely the face of that outfit.
Have you guys ever heard like Nanahira's real voice, like her actual doing real singing?
No.
It's kind of trippy. Like I heard something the other day. Hold on.
All I ever heard was the Portuguese song. I didn't even know who she was because I don't play Sound Voltex.
Amor de Verão. Yeah, she probably.
So really, it's on Sound Voltex. I thought that debuted in 2DX.
No, that song is on 2DX, but she has a bunch of songs with Camellia and
that's why that's the only reason I know who she is, because I don't play Sound Voltex.
Doesn't she have a couple songs in 2DX now?
She does now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's had a couple. She did I think she did Bassdrop garbage.
I know what you're talking about. You don't have to go any further. Bassdrop freaks.
Shout out to Ivan Young for the shirts.
Yeah, he's a special boy. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that cutesy stuff. Like, I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating.
Me neither, but I play it because I play Sound Voltex.
I mean, to a certain degree, like, okay, it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be, but I don't.
I get it.
I'm such
when you get to stuff like that, it's a lot based on personal preference. So
I think what bothers me the most is that it's so obviously like fan service because it's catering.
Yeah.
It's catering to like the crowd that likes that stuff.
It's just so cynical.
Yeah, it's just like it's not real. It ain't real.
It's not real. It's real to me, Jeff.
I mean, just look at like idols catering to all those. What are they called? Like the people that just live in their room 24 hours a day. And
Otaku?
No. The people in Japan.
Yeah, Hikikomori.
Yeah, those people. The Hikikomori.
Oh, jeez.
That's like a invalid.
Invalid.
Well, I mean, practically, like they stay home. They also referred to as NEETs. It's an acronym.
Well, it's like NEET, except they don't even go outside.
Yeah, there's an anime about that.
I'm sure there is.
What was it? NEET was no. All right, let me see if I can remember.
Not in employment, education, or training.
Yeah. Oh, you ruined it. I was going to type it in the chat.
And you can still type it in the chat. I'm not going to stop you.
I was trying to see if I could remember it from memory. Might be a fun game. Guess the acronym. That's going to be our next segment on the next week's podcast.
Guess the acronym. Oh, let me think.
Next week's. This isn't even a real podcast. Test pod.
Oh, this is a real podcast.
This is episode 0.
We are 38 minutes in.
Episode 0. It stands for how much quality was put into this one.
I'll have a lot to listen to. And
sitting there in the Burger King foot lettuce.
All right, guys, guess the acronym. What does BKFL stand for?
It's the sequel to FLCL. It's.
Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, FLCL. We never did talk about that. See, that was last week's episode. That was episode -1. We never.
It's just because I'm like, old, and I hate anime, and I'm like crotchety. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching Ava last night. I should tell you a lot.
You keep watching these shows that I hated.
I used to watch a lot of anime, but I haven't watched an anime in like a year and a half now.
So okay, real talk. I was in college, and I mean, it's not to say that like this got me into anime because I was totally watching stuff before this. But there was a girl that I was trying to date in my freshman year of college, and she's all like, "Oh, you should watch Ava." She was like super into anime, and I watched it, and my God, I want my 13 hours back.
Why did you watch the whole thing?
I watched all of it because, well, it's the ending that really let you down, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like you're watching it and you're like, okay, I can kind of get behind this, and it's like, all right, they're like naming these things after angels, and they're like weird alien things or something, and like robots that are like made out of your mom, and like.
Spoiler alert, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, spoiler for a fucking 20-year-old series or whatever.
It was released in '95. It's still new to me.
Yeah, it's a 23-year-old.
Naruto released in '95, and they're still adding filler. When was it actually released, though?
Naruto '99, I think, or something like that, or like 2001. It was pretty early. It was like, yeah, because I remember reading the manga and like in college and keeping up with it until like it became the Sasuke show, and that's when I stopped.
Hey, the Pump Player is making an appearance.
His mic.
In our podcast. His mic is muted though.
Memes.
Thanks.
Oh, there he is.
Well, hey Vince, you should say something. You're on the. This is the first episode of the podcast. We're calling it episode 0.
Oh boy. Hi. I play.
You play.
Play more Pump.
This has all the quality of a 1990s number 0 comic book.
Yeah. This is the episode where Vincent Kim picks up a car on the cover.
Should get that. Let me find that one. Probably one of my favorite number 0 covers.
So, just so everybody knows, this is what our Overlord looks like. This is the exact 1-to-1 replica of his face.
Damn, small neck. Looking like a Barbie doll fan.
It's got the Barbie doll look. That's right.
Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Blue Korea.
There you go. There's the cover of our first podcast right there.
Oh my god. Dude, it looks like a ripoff of He-Man.
Is that a Rob Liefeld comic?
Well, Rob Liefeld did take over that book a couple years ago, and my god, did it tank. But that's just the 90s, man. Everything looked like shit in the 90s. It's the worst time for comic books. The worst.
Looking real beefy right there, Hawkman.
That's actually one of the better looking. Like DC actually looked kind of okay in the 90s. It's the Marvel shit.
Oh my god, dude. His belt looks just like the fucking Maxima Gravity belt from Sound Voltex with a big bulge on the dick. Are we allowed to swear in this podcast?
I mean, I already have been, so...
No, it's too late. It's too late now. Approved for all ages. Actually, we're PG-13 right now by my account. By my accounting.
Oh man, this is Hawkman. Hawkman. We could devote an entire podcast to me talking about Hawkman's continuity and how it doesn't work.
We could, but we'll have to save that for another time.
We're gonna have to save that for episode -1.
God, it sucks so bad.
Are comics still a big thing in 2018? I was never in the scene, but
I think John can answer that question better than me.
So I have been moving comic books for most of the night because of plumbing that's gonna get done, and it's right above my comic books. I have a shit ton of comic books, well over 1,000, and I still buy new ones to this day. So I mean, yeah, it's still an industry; it's still going on. But my God, it's I
didn't know digital had hurt it.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like they aren't embracing digital as well as they should. There's plenty of digital ways of getting comic books, legally even, not just downloading it from a torrent, but Comixology and other, yeah, there you go. You read my mind, man.
I know.
He's putting the spelling for the viewers.
But there's services like that you can just subscribe to and get comics digitally, and yeah,
on your tablet,
on a tablet or something, you can read them. If you're but yeah, that implies that you actually just want to have a quality story, which means that you probably shouldn't be buying modern comics. I mean, there's good stories, but there's so few and far between, and Marvel keeps putting out their garbage events. And it's just event after event after event, and nothing has time to sit. I don't know. I'm kind of fed up with it. I don't know if you can tell.
It's just the nature of comics now. I think some of the better.
Well, and then also keep in mind, this is someone who got into comics from Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So Fantastic Four is my biggest collection that I have, and then they canceled the book because Fox had the movie rights.
That sucks.
They just up and said, well, we can't kill X-Men because it sells too well, but we can kill Fantastic Four and not feel a goddamn thing. So they did it. And now that they bought 20th Century Fox properties back, now they're like starting to reintroduce it. They have this whole like Marvel 2-in-1 series that's going on, which is like Human Torch and the Thing. And they have a storyline called The Fate of the Four, and I think it's going to be lead into their reintroduction of the Fantastic Four to the Marvel Universe.
And that has been our comic book minute with John Hannafin.
I will say this. Please, dear God, do not judge the Fantastic Four by any of their movies.
The Silver Surfer.
I mean, okay, I can go a little bit further. There's a ton of very important characters that came out of Fantastic Four. Like, you wouldn't have Ronan the Accuser, you wouldn't have Doctor Doom, you wouldn't have Black Panther, you wouldn't have, there's so, like, any of the Inhumans.
Number one.
What was that?
You say Taiwan number one.
Oh my God, Enoch, your mic is so bad.
Number 19.
You gotta get a better mic, Enoch. You're being recorded right now, by the way. You're on our... Thank you.
I don't give a fuck.
Actually, we are now rated R. Thanks to Enoch.
We were all one F-bomb in a PG-13.
Now, if you want some good footage like that, you should check out that Giam Suktai or whatever from the Tadara Discord, who like just performed a Bemani coup in Singapore.
Oh yeah, Giam. Yeah, Giam is my favorite guy.
Giam Suktai, that's the guy.
He's now the official.
I am now the official channel of all Singapore Bemani.
he's beautiful.
How much Bemani is there even in Singapore?
Oh, it's
enough.
A lot more than you realize. He is a.
They at least get the versions that can run all the Pacelli stuff, or at least the premium mode. They get the Asian releases, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like
that's my boy Nitro.
More than round one. Yeah.
It's a fucking sound I don't know about 2D.
Check this guy out.
Oh my God.
This guy,
watch that video.
This guy is now the official face of Bemani in Singapore.
According to him.
No, Nitro is the official face of Singapore.
Are you playing music, Enoch? Really? What are you doing?
Enoch, put yourself on push to talk then.
Yeah, dude, how are you going to call this a fucking podcast? You're just recording the voice chat.
No, I'm doing more
than that. It's a podcast.
I got video, I got face cam, I got all sorts of stuff going on, dude.
Also, is it all podcast of recorded audio?
A podcast is structured. A podcast has people in actual studios recording.
Nah.
I think he's trying to do his best. What's that guy's name from Comic Book Man?
Oh, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, Kevin Smith's impression. Oh, yeah, we do have sponsors. This is sponsored by OBS and their inability to work with Windows 10.
Dude, we called OBS out for sucking in the first 10 minutes of this podcast.
And I didn't record anything, so it's...
That's true.
Also, I don't know how you guys called it a podcast. Also, it's a sham of a podcast.
Also brought to you by Jim Sangtai and Enoch playing music in the background.
Yeah, we're going to be able to get
some locks on the door, you're right.
Enoch, put your mic on push to talk.
No.
You gonna come in here and talk about how a podcast is unprofessional and then have music
and
playing?
Then ruin it, seriously? Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm at the 50-minute mark anyway, so I think it's time to wrap it up because it's already 1:30. Well, 1:30 for us Georgia people anyway.
12:30 for me.
Yeah, you're back in time. SMH my head.
I'm like 10 minutes away from being.
Break my combo.
All right, well.
Here you go. There you go. There's.
Oh, is this the last thing? Okay, hold on.
That's it's not good. Okay, let me get a better link then.
Got that redirect notice going on.
The image location. That's better. There you go. There's the Rob Liefeld Hawkman that came out several years ago.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
The Savage Hawkman.
That's great. Well, I muted Enoch, so it'll work out.
Yeah, let me do that too. Hold on, there we go.
Beautiful. At least that way it won't be on the recording. But it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. So I think I'll try to upload this, and then Vincent can do whatever he wants with it. If he wants to share it.
Maybe next time we can actually plan it out a little better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is mostly an audio check.
Yeah, this is episode 0.
Yeah. Audio check to make sure we got all the stuff going. If you guys want to help design a layout for the actual podcasting, that'd be cool too. And I know, who was it? I guess it was you, Kevin, that said you wanted to do it, or was it Kevin or Blake that said they wanted to make a layout? I guess it was Kevin.
That was Kevin.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about doing one. But yeah, we're not. I mean, let's plan it like around a reasonable hour. This was mostly just me doing something when I was awake.
We kind of just hopped in.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fun to do. Anyway, that's it. Signing off. See you later.
Enoch, Hector has you muted.
Why you gotta call me out like that? It's alright.
Number 15.
Thank you. Go ahead and play that so we could have that whole little intro.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Thank you.
Oh my god. That's what